think the Lakers are kind of like, here, Luca, this is your team. We're giving the keys to you now. This is the Luca Magic show going forward. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Wrong vs. Right. I'm your host, Jay. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. Today, we're talking about the new look Lakers, the new signing of Marcus Smart. What does that bring to the table for the Lakers, his defensive role in the team, and also his locker room edge. Next, we'll look into the duo of LeBron and Luca. We know LeBron is looking to win now, as told by his agent Rich Paul, and he might be in the last season of his career, so he's looking to win. And we know Luka Doncic is looking to do the same thing. And stay tuned for the third point, championship or bust. Do we think this roster is actually good enough to win a championship as it's currently constructed? With the addition of Marcus Smart, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Luca, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton, is that enough to get them over the hump in the tough, treacherous Western Conference? Without further ado, let's get straight to it. So look, Marcus Smart was a great signing by the Los Angeles Lakers. People forget, but Marcus Smart was a part of the championship Celtics team, the team that went to the championship. They didn't actually win in 2022, but he is a tenacious defender who can guard 1 through 3 and sometimes a 4. At 6'4" at about 220 and 230 pounds, he is solid on defense and he's pesky as well. He's about 31 years old, so he's not, over the hill, and he still has a lot of game left in him. He's bounced around a few times now. He was on the Grizzlies, then he went to the Washington Wizards, and no one really, wants to be on the Washington Wizards at this point because they're still rebuilding. But now he's in a situation where he can actually contribute to a team that has a chance to do some real damage in the playoffs. So if I had to grade the Lakers signing Marcus Smart, I would give that an A because it addresses directly what the Lakers need, and that's a point of attack defender. Somebody to take on the opposing player's best perimeter player, whether it be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whether it be Anthony Edwards, the list goes on. You need a defender like that, and Marcus Smart fits the bill. So their top defenders going forward are going to be Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt. Because with all due respect, Luka is not playing any defense, and LeBron James at 40 plus, you can't depend on him to really play defense night in, night out, possession by possession. That's the importance of having guys that can play their role. Marcus Smart can absolutely play his role. So moving along to LeBron and Luca. Is this the last season for LeBron? And does he really want to get traded? This is just my opinion, but this whole idea with LeBron going to another team, I actually don't buy it. I don't think he's going to leave playing with his son, Bronny. I just don't buy that at all. I think he's more so trying to put pressure on the Lakers to build a championship contending roster because the team that they had last year, they just weren't good enough. Point blank, period. I think Luka Doncic is even more settled in his role now with the Lakers. I think he's more comfortable now. He came over mid-season last season. I think he has a better feel for the game with his teammates. And I think really the Lakers are giving him the keys to the franchise at this point. We know LeBron is going to be out of the league sooner rather than later. And I think the Lakers are kind of like, here, Luka, this is your team. We're giving the keys to you now. This is your show. This is the Luca Magic show going forward. Of course, they still have Austin Reeves, who's a great playmaker for the Lakers, and he's only getting better. You still have guys like Dalton Connect, although I think he's still out of it from the Lakers trading him and then bringing him back. That whole situation of getting traded and then the trade getting vetoed by the league is just crazy to me, and I think that's mentally taxing on Dalton Connect, especially being a young player. But if he can get back in the groove, get his head back in the game, I know he did a tough summer league as well. I think he'll be a great piece for the Lakers as well. Another idea that I see swirling around on the internet is, could Luka be considering a move if things don't work out for the Lakers? Now listen, anything is possible, right? But I really think Luka enjoys being in LA at this point. I think it's difficult to read into some of his poor body language, his reported frustration, and some of his expectations. I really think that that's just part of Luka's game. I think he's a very passionate player, and when things don't go his way, I think he just expresses it. LeBron and Luka are both smart basketball players who just want to win. So I think their chemistry is only going to grow from here, and I see them being a great duo. Both of these guys have championships on their mind. Everything else comes second to that. So they're already winning in that category. So that's a perfect segue into whether or not this Lakers team is championship worthy. And the question is this roster built to win now? With the additions of Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers certainly moved in the right direction. However, so with Luka Doncic, Marcus Smart, Austin Reeves, LeBron, DeAndre Ayton, they've certainly moved in the right direction. They're trending in the right direction in the Western Conference because the Western Conference is super tough. You have teams like OKC, Houston just reloaded with Kevin Durant. The Timberwolves are still going to be there. The Denver Nuggets got better as well. There's a lot of great teams in the West. So So the Lakers did the right thing by getting better, at least in this offseason so far. However, what I think the key piece that they're missing right now is a 3-and-D wing. Maybe somebody like the guy they lost, like Dorian Finney-Smith. I think he's the perfect missing piece to fill in for the Lakers to make this an upper echelon Western team. In my eyes, they're still like a tier 2, a tier B team in the West, like a 4 to 6 seed in the Western Conference. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. I don't think they're really up there with the OKC Thunder, the Houston Rockets, the Timberwolves even. They're missing one more 3-and-D piece in my eyes. Now don't get me wrong, with Luca, anything can happen, and he has a strong supporting cast. Probably a stronger supporting cast than any supporting cast he's had in his career. I know that may be debatable since he had Kyrie Irving as well, but I think given LeBron, Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, I think the argument could be made that this is his strongest supporting cast that he's had. So he has the tools necessary to compete at least. However, I still do think that they're one piece away. I've seen trade rumors involving Andrew Wiggins. I think that'd be a great piece actually. Another point on the Lakers' current roster, I'm interested to see if Rui Hachimura can take a leap in terms of his production and his defensive intensity this upcoming season. Like, can he be that reliable 3-and-D type of guy, that reliable 4-man that can play defense, consistently get rebounds, score when you need him to? That would be huge for the Lakers. If not, I see him being a movable piece for the Lakers to get a guy like Andrew Wiggins or another 3-and-D rebounding big. So is this roster built to win a championship right now? To answer the question, no. I still think they're a piece away, but they're taking steps in the right direction. I can't wait to see what other moves the Lakers make this offseason. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Everybody can't be wrong. Everybody can't be right. I'm out.